Hi Virgo, it's Maria, and I have your year in advance 2018 reading, getting prepared for you, okay? So I'm going to cut the cards in front of you. And no, we won't cut right there. We'll find a new place. Let's cut right there, okay? So there we have cut the deck. Get this all put back together. Okay, cut deck. I'm going to pull out 12 cards, January through December for 2018. Then I'm going to read those cards for you. So here we have January. I'm going to read those cards for you for your year in advance, what to expect for this year. February, March, April, here's May, here's June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, get the deck up. All right, so here is 2018 for you. Okay? We're going to go ahead and start reading. I'm going to give you some information at the end, and let's go ahead and get started. So for January, we have nurture all you love. All right, so Virgo, what are you avoiding? What are you not taking care of? What are you not really giving a lot of attention to? It could be maybe a partner. It could be your children. It could be a dream, a goal. Maybe you're so focused this month on New Year's resolutions that you're not loving everyone around you. You're not nurturing everyone around you. And you're being really hard on yourself. Okay, so I know you, Virgo. You're a perfectionist. If you can't have something exactly perfect the way you want it, you will tear yourself apart. Don't do that. Nurture yourself. You need to be taken care of. Okay? So much so that I say that's a pearl. And pearls do hurt the oysters, but look at how beautiful they are. Okay? February. We have learn. You were born to create. So I'm going to sit this down because we've got that bit of a glare and I don't want that glare. Look at this dragon. It's a corporal dragon, but there's also a lot of spiritual aspects to the dragon. But the dragon is in pure darkness. The thing he's making or she's making is where the light is. And that light is from like the chest area of the dragon. So your light comes from within. Duh, right? But you can create that shares that light with others. You can create that allows that light to release from you and become something else. And look at how that light will illuminate other things. So if you feel like you're in a dark place in February, or if you are in a dark place, depending on what your climate is like and your weather is like, remember you were born to create. You were born to make what you want. Okay, so you can say, okay, well, it's a painting, it's crocheting a blanket, it's knitting a pair of socks. You could say it is writing poetry or writing a book or scrapbooking, or maybe you make greeting cards or whatever like that, right? But you can also create your own perception. You can create your own life. If you don't like something, you can change it. Do you see what I'm saying? You were born to create, so start creating. Okay, March. For March, we have make the sacrifice. Now, just with these two cards, right? Make the sacrifice. What sacrifice are you going to be making? Well, you could be making the sacrifice of not being such a perfectionist and taking care of everything that you love, nurturing everything that you love, you included. That could be something you have to create this year, and that would be a big sacrifice to you because you're not accustomed to loving yourself. So is that the sacrifice you're making? It could be. Let's take a look. We've got this serpentine-like dragon, and he's holding a skull. So the first thing I'm thinking is Hamlet, to be or not to be. But that is probably just my own perception. So let's create something else. All right? Are you needing to sacrifice some knowledge? Are you needing to sacrifice thoughts? Are you needing to sacrifice the, maybe like the shoulder or the chip you have on your shoulder? Because these are all close to the head area. Are you needing to sacrifice possibly a friend who tells you you're not worth it, who tells you you can't do that? Don't aim for the stars, Virgo. You might not get them. You should just kind of aim for that cloud right there. Don't dream that big, Virgo. You won't get there. Does that person need to go? Is that the sacrifice? I'm sticking with it's mental, okay? Either somebody's telling you something, you're thinking something, something along that line. That's who needs to be sacrificed, all right? And it's probably your own thoughts because you aren't taking care of yourself and you aren't creating. Here we have April. Be without malice. Okay, so we look at this old woman and we think she's gonna smack me with that stick. She's gonna beat me with that stick. She's going to hurt somebody, right? But I want you to take a little bit of a look at her. We shouldn't be wanting to hurt people, but that does not mean we are a doormat. So where I was saying like this friend who keeps telling you you can't do something, you are allowed to stand up for yourself. No matter what the situation is, you're allowed to stand up for yourself. Take a look at her. The card is telling us that we need to be without malice. But she is in sort of a hunched position. And I'm not going to say that she's hunched because of her age. I'm saying she's hunched because she's always defending herself. She's always been given somebody else's crap to carry. She's always had like rocks thrown at her. She's hunched to protect herself. She's got this walking stick in front of her in a protective stance. The card is trying to tell us that she's trying to be mean. She's trying to hurt somebody. But it also looks like a protective stance, right? And it looks like she's saying, okay, I've had enough. You want to throw another rock at me? I will bat it out of my personal space. You want to come and attack me? I will defend myself. I've had enough. So what did the sacrifice card tell you? To sacrifice probably the mental. This card is telling you you are allowed to protect yourself. Don't be a doormat. You don't have to go around beating everybody down to get what you want, but don't let people hurt you anymore. Don't let people tell you you can't anymore. Protect yourself. For me, share your thoughts. Now we've got this little glowing dragon here talking to this dragon, okay? And that's totally wonderful. We should be sharing our thoughts. We should have somebody we can vent to. We should have somebody we can rant at and know it's safe to do it there with that person. We should have somebody who we can bounce ideas with. Hey, I need to create. What if this and this and this? What do you think of that and that and that? Hey, I need to be nurturing. So I'm thinking to create a monthly spa day. What kind of products would you recommend? Something along that line, right? You have somebody to be talking to share your ideas with, a confidant. But I want you to take a look at this. This dragon is light on this side. This confidant is light on this side, and he's kind of darker on this side. This is telling me it's very possible, or to be, okay, it's telling me he might be two-faced. It's telling me you need to be very aware of who you're sharing your thoughts with. You don't want to share your thoughts with someone who's two-faced. You don't want to share your thoughts with someone who listens to what you're saying, agrees with everything, or possibly doesn't agree with everything, tells you you can't do it, but then turns around and tells everybody what a ridiculous thought you had, or tells everybody this is what you're doing, somebody else better move on it quick. Something along that line, right? You want to be careful and know who you're sharing your thoughts with, so make sure the person that is your confidant is totally trustworthy. That was May, by the way. June. Heed your dreams. Okay, so we can say the dreams that you have while you're asleep. Pay attention to them. What's happening in them? Are they trying to give you messages? Are you meeting somebody? What's happening in your dreams, right? Because usually our dreams will give us messages. Pay attention. There is, I'm going to come really, really close here. There's a snake that is, I don't know, let's say it's kissing her third eye, right? Sorry about the shaky. Snakes are known for knowledge. They're also known for being like messengers to the underground, to the afterlife, sexual repression, sexual desire, two-faced, something's going to strike, that sort of stuff. But let's just go with knowledge for a few minutes because that fits the third eye. The third eye is your intuition center. And here we have something that is knowledge kissing your intuition center. This is telling me in the month of June, Virgo, you are going to be having some prophetic dreams. You're going to be having some dreams that are explaining things to you. You're going to be having some dreams that are like, that's just too impossible to be true, right? It is true. Go ahead and trust it. I want you to also take a look at the spider right here. Spiders are known for, if we get out of the scary aspect, spiders are known for wisdom also, along with the tree, that is the woman. Okay, so this is telling us, in one way that we can read this card, that your dreams are going to be having a lot of wisdom. They're going to be badass scary, right, because of the spider and the snake, but they're going to be full of wisdom if you will pay attention to them. Now also, your dream as in, I would really love to write a novel. I would really love to create a business. I would really love to, whatever your dream is, right? This card is also telling you, sit back and pay attention. Sit back and really start planning things out. The spider does not really work. The spider creates a web and traps what it needs. The snake, knowledge. What does the snake do? Most of the time it will just curl itself up and wait because it knows something is coming sooner or later, right? Occasionally it will go actually hunting, but usually it'll just coil itself up and wait. So for your dreams, make your plans. Figure out what you need to do because you need to actually have some plans. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? But you don't have to be running yourself around in circles trying to accomplish them. Whoa, right? That's something most people don't really say. The card is telling you that. July. Know your fears. Okay, I love that this was right after the snake and the spider because some of you are going, oh my God, Maria, I can't have a snake come and kiss my forehead. I can't have a snake kiss my third eye chakra. I can't have the spider making a web near me. I just can't. Know your fears. This card is a spiritual, what do you say, bear? Lion? Powerful animal, whatever it is, right? And it's spiritual. So are you afraid of spiritual aspects? Are you afraid of corporal, physical aspects? If you are going back to the spider over there for a minute, if you're afraid of spiders, is it the physical aspect of the spider you're afraid of, but you can learn from the spiritual aspect? Same thing with snakes. Are you afraid of the physical aspect, but you can learn from the spiritual aspect? So know your fears. Why are you afraid of something? Why are you afraid of being perceived as mean? Why are you afraid of being perceived as not a perfectionist? Why are you afraid of taking care of yourself? Because that's the one that's above here, okay? So, August. Seek the lesson. Okay, I'm just going to give you the lesson and you can work on it on your own in August, okay? What is it you're afraid of? Is it the spiritual? Is it the physical? Just like how I was talking about the snake and the spider. And why are you afraid of it? Okay? Are you afraid of being successful? Why? Are you afraid of standing up for yourself? Why? Why are you afraid of these things? That's your lesson for August. September. let go of the old. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this. Which side of feathers, which side is old for this peacock? I was about to say penguin. Okay, what is the old side? What does he need to let go of? Does he need to let go of this beautiful golden pearly-like side? Or does he need to let go of this other beautiful standardish side? Which one is starting to shift? Which one is starting to change? If we get up really, really close, we can see that the standard aspects are beginning to turn gold. So what is he letting go of? He's letting go of his old style, his old way of being, his old thought process, and becoming enlightened, becoming beautiful, becoming wise, becoming more spiritual, all of this sort of things, right? How is he doing this? How is he becoming? By letting go of the old. Okay, I've said it a few times. Everything that we hold on to, be it physical aspects, clothing, paperwork, toys, pictures, whatever, right? Anything we hold on to, those emotions, feelings that we've had since we were a child, feelings that we've had since college, whatever, mental ideas, thought processes that don't serve you anymore, all of this stuff is clutter. Now, I know a lot of people are like, Maria, that is not clutter. Yes, it is. Why is it clutter? Because you don't use it. You don't pay attention to it. You don't really care about it. You don't really even want it. It hurts to see it. It hurts to touch it. It's frustrating. It's annoying. And it's preventing you from bringing in new things. Or you can be bringing in new things, but then where are you going to put it? Because you've got so much stuff around, right? Well, the same thing with emotions. You have to let that stuff go so that way you have a place to put new stuff. And that's what this is saying. Let that stuff go so you have a place to put new stuff. These are converting. His feathers are converting. But he has to let a feather go. He has to molt a feather in order to grow a new one, right? Same thing. That is part of your lesson of understanding your fears. October. Had a brain freeze for a minute. It's time to ground. Okay? So, throughout the year so far, you've been doing quite a lot of work. You've been doing a lot of changing perceptions. You've been doing a lot of releasing and accepting new and understanding and probably releasing friends and understanding. I just saw this. I love how letting go is right underneath making the sacrifice. Make the sacrifice to let the stuff go. You don't have to carry it anymore, okay? So, hopefully throughout the whole year, you've also been grounding. You've also been settling back into who you are, being careful with yourself, loving yourself, taking care of yourself. In October, when it's about to go into winter months, it's a great time to ground. What are you going to be doing while you're grounding? You're going to be growing spiritually. All of this stuff that you've been doing so far is going to help you spiritually. I can tell you that because the turtle is spiritual. I can also tell you that because just like a seed that's going to be planted about September, October, and we're not going to see it until probably next March, maybe April, that's the same thing you're doing. You're going to go to ground, you're going to go like hibernate, and you're going to allow all of this stuff, like a butterfly in its cocoon, to transform you from the caterpillar into the butterfly, okay? Okay. November. Have courage. Lions are known for like kings of all animals, right? They are strong. They know who they are. They're confident in who they are. This is what you need to be doing, especially in November, okay? Stand up for yourself. Be without malice, but protect yourself. If mother-in-law is making you absolutely nuts, you can nicely tell her to be quiet. Sister-in-law, your mother, whoever, you know, be courageous, stand up for yourself. This card is December. Focus and then act, okay? So, what were we talking about here? Again, it's right on top. You're going to focus. You're going to make your plan. You're going to sit back. You're going to make your plan. You're going to be really, really paying attention to what's going on. Then you are going to spin your web. You're going to coil up and you're going to wait. You're going to be paying attention and waiting, right? This is what this card is saying too. While you're in your waiting situation in December, okay, because you're already on your web waiting for the fly to come. While you're there waiting, keep an eye out. Pay attention to what's happening. Don't just sit there and go, okay, my web's done. The fly's going to come and it's going to catch it. Because you might actually have to do a little bit more work, okay? So focus, and when you see the perfect opportunity, like the snake, strike. Focus, then act. All right? This is probably going to be your focusing throughout most of December, and then you're going to act right about New Year's to start getting your dreams to happen. Okay? So Virgo, you've got kind of a hectic year, right? You've got a lot of emotional growth. You have a lot of spiritual growth. You're going to have a lot of releasing, letting go of the old, so that way you have room for the new. Okay? Totally fine, totally perfect, totally understandable. You guys can rock this. Now, this is just a general reading for all Virgos everywhere. If you want your own personalized reading, there's a link down below in the information place. You can go get it. If you don't, I would really love that you do, because I would love to give you a better blueprint for your life, but that's up to you, right? Bookmark this video. Come back every month so that way you have a bit of a plan of what's going on for every month. Okay? Thank you so much for giving me about 22 minutes of your year. Love you guys so much. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.